Jessie. I've been a full-time artist for 10 years and thought it about time I start sharing my painting techniques and adventures. Subscribe to join me every week for a window into my art life. Hi and welcome back to another episode of Art Life. This week's episode is about commissions, painting commissions. So I've actually just got a commission, very exciting. Somebody contacted me that they love my work, which is always such a confidence boost, and that they are particularly interested in my seascape work. And I am doing seascape painting all the time because my first love is the sea. So I thought, why not use it as an opportunity to share the video of how I go about doing this wave commission. They're really inspired by when I lived in New Zealand a couple of years ago. I was doing a lot of really bright kind of wild coastline paintings, and they saw a video of me surfing in the water, just getting loads of inspiration, and they were like, can you paint that? And I was like, yes I can, because that is my favorite thing to paint. I'll actually probably show you the video just so you can get a flavour of what I'm going to do with this video.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by, it doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone.
So when starting a commission, I tend to always do a test study first. This piece I'm going to be doing is going to be heavily based with these deep turquoises, Caribbean turquoises, a bit of cobalt teal. So what I'm going to do, because I'm late to starting this one today because the day has just got away with me, I'm going to probably pick my favourite cobalt teal shade and just do a few marks on this square stretched canvas. Yes. So I just want to do a bit of a bold ground, a bit of a base ground in turquoise, which will be really nice and summery because obviously it's been very grey and cold for like this time of year, so bringing a bit of that gorgeous wild summery ocean I think will be a bit of a lift, which would be nice. So I'm going to be using the turquoise colours on this small palette. If you can see the turquoise colours here I'll be using, they are insanely high kind of pigment paints, so they tend to dye everything a particular shade of blue no matter how often you clean it out. So it will be better to use a kind of wooden palette I don't use as often because this is going to get very blue. Okay, so we'll just mix a bit of the turquoise, get it down on the canvas, and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay, a little bit of Caribbean turquoise, a little bit of refined walnut oil, and we're just gonna get a nice bit on the brush. Also very important is put on your oldest, ugliest painting shirt because it's gonna get blue. Thinking about those beautiful turquoise waves in the water. So this is just the underpainting, but already hopefully you can see, just from literally a few brush marks, the shape, the movement, this kind of, the barrel of the wave is really interesting. I found with a few paintings that I've done with really immersive wave studies, particularly doing this kind of quasi-vortex, pull you in, like dive in, your eyes like meant to want to go here. It's kind of meant to make your viewer want to dive into the water. So it's really important not to do it central, to make sure that there's almost like the golden mean, like you're pulling in with the formula of how you're using the brush strokes. You're pulling in the eye, so you want to go into this part of the canvas, or at least you will when I finish painting it. I could literally do a whole painting in this colour. It looks so dark on the wood, but when you see it against the white, the pigment is amazing. So this is Caribbean turquoise. This is one of Michael Harding's paints. So while the brief for this commission was based on those New Zealand turquoise waves, the work that they've liked before wasn't too figurative, so I won't be doing a perfectly obvious wave. I'll be making it a bit more abstract, so it is actually almost entirely blue, the whole surface of the painting. But having these like core marks are the most important part of beginning a painting, because it's your guidelines in to where you're moving forward. I have done some sketches, I've done some watercolours, I've played with little experiments, but really I just thought it would be more interesting to just show you the spontaneity and the energy of just doing it straight on the canvas. Something with oil is that, particularly with pigment, high quality pigments for oil paint, a tiny bit will go so far. So you really, if you're doing it at home as well with oils, you don't need much. But cover a whole canvas. The people buying this painting get to see it on YouTube before they actually get it in their house. I hope you like it. Show you a little bit of white paint with the turquoise makes it go from that lovely transparent quality that we've got at the moment to something a little bit more matte. So I don't want it too matte, I want to keep the colours really fluid. I just think it might be quite useful to see at this stage the way white paint will sit on the turquoise, particularly when you blend it in. Surface of the water will start to look a lot thicker. Thicker? More juicy. Juicy? Yeah. Adding white to the turquoise gives it more depth. That's what I'm looking for. It gives it more depth. I think we need another brush because this one is a bit too small, so let's just get a fanning brush just for texture. So I can see how I'm going to give the impression of light hitting the water. If any of you try something similar at home, do let me know in the comments below. Also, you can follow me at Jess Oliver Art on my Instagram to see the progress of this during the week. I doubt we'll be able to get all of it in this video. Look at that colour. Ah, delicious. Okay. So, this needs to dry now. It'll need to dry probably for 2 days or so. So then I can start working into it with glazes, different turquoise, maybe some lime, lots of white foam for the kind of top of the wave. Yeah, the wave will be here, top of the wave here. Yeah, pretty good. I'm pleased with it. A good start. I hope you have enjoyed this video. It's just an introduction to my practice in the studio. I'm pleased with the wave. I can keep you up to date on that if you follow my Instagram, and maybe I'll do another little video about how it's coming along. Really quickly, I don't know if any of you remember that How I Start a Painting episode. This is the painting so far. I've just started working on it again. So yeah, keep checking out my social media to see progress for this one. It's at a bit of a mid-stage at the moment, so I need to work a bit more on that now. So I'll get back to that, and I will see you next Monday. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Okay, bye. Rest in peace, new brush. You're now officially blue forever.